So I basically got my dilution tracker right here just so I could do a quick research on whatever stock I'm trading. And I trade from my phone and I just look at the charts. I'm using Webull for my charts. So right now I have a really big interest on SES AI. I'm going to put my alerts just in case if it dips to the $1 zone or if it just pumps. And then I do have another interest on Nito. I remember this stock, I used to trade it before. I want to see it, and both of these have breaking news on the day. These are literally the only ones I'm interested in. Nito, I want to see it break above the $1 and I want to see it hold. Nito is looking very strong. Let's see if it could break above its previous highs. See if it breaks above pre-market highs. Okay, it did break above, but is it going to make a topping tail or is it just going to run? SES, oh man, I like this one, but it just has a very big float and it's not going to make a big move like Nito is doing right now, because Nito has a very low float. All right, it closed above $1. It's coming for that retest. Going to enter with 50 shares. Entering 50 shares. See if it holds. Got filled at 105. Going to have my stop loss at 0.98, right below $1. Just move my stop loss to 0.95. I'm gonna give it a little bit of space to breathe. 4-hour time frame looks good. Might have my first take profit at 120. Then just let it hold, honestly. Mori up 5%. All right, I just trimmed. All right, take profit hit. I just sold 90%. Just sold 90%. I only entered with 50 shares, so I sold like 45% and I have five shares left. All right, going to start. I told you guys I'm gonna take my profits at 120. It's moving pretty nice. And then my other take profits, I'm gonna just set them at the psychological whole numbers, which is 130, 140, and then 150 will be the big one. And then I'm gonna just move my stop loss up for my 5 shares for just in case. I'll move them below BWAP, which is, I'll put it at 105, basically my entry. And as you guys know, I'm in the drawdown, so I really cannot be taking big position sizes. And this was a very good trade, very nice trade. It held. I basically waited for that dollar breakout. I waited for that candle close to break above the $1. I entered on the retest of the $1, got filled at 105, and then I just set my stop loss and I take my profit, and I set my take profit, and I basically respected both of them. I don't care if it's going to make, it might make, it will make, it not, it will, but it might make a home run. But I'm gonna just take my profits because I cannot afford to get greedy. I'm gonna lock in my profits, take them off the table. So I just moved my stop loss to 105, my original entry, and then I'm gonna just set my take profit alert to the next whole number, which is 130. And then we basically just play the waiting game. Let's see how SES AI is doing. It's doing pretty good, but all day it has some big this is the level 2, the order book that I'm looking at, and all day it just had big selling pressure, big sellers sitting at 116, 119. Not those, but they keep moving their orders, so that's why you see it having difficulty moving up and breaking out, because there's big sell orders. Just, it's basically acting like a wall. The big sell orders, they act as a wall, so the buying pressure is right there. As you can see, the buying pressure is trying to go up, but with those big sell orders, we just cannot take them out. So that's why there's like a big wall. And same thing again with these two stocks, SES and Nito. It could obviously, and it will most likely break out and make a home run, but at the same time, that's not for sure thing. We cannot predict. Like, they could break out and make a home run, but at the same time, you need to be mindful of how much it's up already. And the market is pretty low right now. As you can see in my stock screener, these are the top gainers. The number 1 is 125%. And that's very low. If I wasn't in a drawdown and if I was more comfortable with taking risk, I would have definitely entered with 1,000 shares at the $1 retest, and then sold at my profit targets, or I would have just added more. Once it came back and retested the BWAP, I would have added another position size, and I would have added more until it just breaks structure, or I see big selling pressure, or if it just breaks below the BWAP, I would have exit, because I already got perfect entry at 105, so I got plenty of more room to let it run. And as you can see, we're about to hit second take profit. I'm already up like 20% on this one trade. Not sure if you guys could see it, but those are the 5 shares I basically let run. And the only reason, and I'm telling you, SESS, the only reason I chose Nito instead of SES is because, 1, I seen those big sell pressures, and 1, it has a 256 float, meaning it has a supply of 256, and Nito, it has a low supply of 12 million. So when we have a big supply of SES, and like both of these have big demand today because they both got breaking news. But the only reason that SES, it has a big, and right here just in my take profit, I'm honestly going to sell. Well, I'm not going to sell. I'm gonna just move my stop loss a little bit more up. I'll move my stop loss at 110, or I'm gonna just sell. I'm gonna put a limit order at 130. And I rarely use limit orders because, well, honestly, I do gotta use limit orders. I just don't use them, to be honest. There's like more high accuracy. I rather use a market order so I could like definitely get a fill instead of like just waiting for my order to get filled. All right. So I just set a limit order at 130. I'll move my stop loss at 110. So if it just comes down 110, I'm gonna sell. And as you can see with the volume bars, it's big selling pressure. I want to see big green volume bars, and I want to see little red volume bars, because that tells me that there's more buying pressure and a low selling the pressure amount. But the only reason I chose Nito instead of CSS, it comes down to the flow. Both of them have high demand, and it's like supply and demand what I trade. Nito, it has a low supply. It has a low amount of shares. It has a low flow. So what happens when you have a low supply and high demand on the day? The price is just gonna shoot up very quickly. And what happens when you have a big amount of supply, a big flow, a big amount of shares, and you got high demand? It's gonna take way more buying pressure than normal to like basically make the price move up. And that's why it's still moving so slowly, and that's why selling pressure is like, it's just more dominant, because there's the same thing too. There's more sellers in the level 2. Bonito has been holding up very nicely. I know that there's a lot of eyes on this, especially because it came above the $1 breakout. So right now it's just consolidating. It's holding the 120. That's why I like whole numbers, guys, because I did not know this at first, but once you get a lot of chart knowledge, a lot of chart experience, you start to see these trends and you start to see these movements. Like right now, how did I could have put my resistance right here above this wick or above right here, but I like psychological numbers. I like whole numbers because they hold up. They tend to hold up more. And as you can see, it's holding up 120 very nicely. It has resistance at 130, psychological number. It might have more resistance at 140, at 150. But it's like a staircase. Like, we just got past the number 1 staircase. We need to get past the number 2 staircase and the number 3 staircase. So I'm gonna just let my limit order hit right here at 130. I'm just waiting, and that will be all for market open, because this is already like a 20 minute video. But yeah, it's just, you just gotta be patient once you're entering a trade. Like, it's better not to look at your P&L. It's better not to look how much you're up or down, because then the emotions are going to come. Then you're going to get fear. Okay, and right there I just sold for 20%, and I'm all out of this trade. And well, yeah, we profited today. Not a lot, but it's a win in our books. Because why? Because we followed our rules, we followed our strategy, and honestly, that's all that matters. Like, yeah, we're making peanuts, but if we follow our strategy in a long period of time, it's just common sense that we're going to be successful. But as you can see, it's just making a new high. We just gotta wait for that candle to break above 130, and to, most importantly, close above 130. Because once it closes above 130 and we see consolidation at the 130 mark, then we're golden. We could potentially predict another big leg up. We basically only took that one trade with Nito, and as you can see, my P&L, we're up $7.10 with only one trade today. So far, we are up on the week $9, and it might seem so little, and it is so little. And as you can see from my month, all my losses are way much bigger than my wins. But as I'm telling you guys, I'm getting used to this new mindset. And well, right now I'm making peanuts, but I really do not care about the dollar amount. All I care is that I'm executing all my trades perfectly and basically letting my thesis run. I did see somebody who made a couple comments on one of my videos telling me, well, honestly, I know that you didn't really have it in bad faith. You were just like trying to tell me another point of view, and thank you, appreciate you so much for your comments. And honestly, I do have a strategy that I trade. Well, my strategies are two. I trade breakouts, most importantly, only dollar breakouts. And then I trade dip buys. I'm not really good at dip buying. It's still a work in progress, but right now I basically came into a conclusion from yesterday's loss that I need to, like you said, I need to redefine my strategy. I need to know what I'm good at, and basically, yeah, I do. You are right. I did not set a clear take profit, and that's what I'm starting to do. That's like what I'm learning to do, and I'm starting to do that. I'm starting to set my take profits the same way I set my my stop loss. I gotta set my take profit. Like right now, I have 7 months trading every single day, journaling every single trade. And how do I journal my trades? I basically put my entry, my exit, and then my strategy that I use. I put why did I enter? I asked myself why did I enter, and did I follow a plan if I had a plan? And then I basically asked myself how could I improve from this trade? That's basically how I journal. But yeah, you are right. I do need to have a well redefined plan. Right now, I'm only sticking to one strategy, which is breakouts. And ever since November 11, I've been only trading that strategy. I've only been trading once the price breaks above $1, and then I basically just trade the $1 breakout. That's about it. And as you can see, I'm gonna show you from my from November. From November 11 was basically when I just started trading only the dollar breakouts. And as you can see, I've been successful at doing that. First week 125, second week 143, third week $79. And then December, first week 68, second week 27, third week 235, fourth week 27, fifth week $16. And well, right now coming into 2025, I'm doing really bad because honestly, at January 25, I was just trying to trade dip buying. I was trying to trade all types of breakouts. But right now, I'm only going to go back to the basics, going to only focus on those $1 breakouts. But yeah, that's the strategy that I'm choosing, the strategy that I'm working, because I like dollar breakouts and it basically makes sense for my small account. And well, yeah, I'm still learning. I literally today in the morning I spent all the time just writing what like my stock criteria, like picking the stocks to trade on the day. I do good in that because I have a stock criteria, and it's basically the stock gotta have a catalyst on the day, gotta have a 20 million or less float. It gotta be in the price range of $1 to $4. But right now, I'm gonna only trade those $1 breakouts. I gotta have a 2x, 5x more relative volume. And then for my setups, only confirm $1 breakouts, and 3 rules for entry on my setups. Enter early as a MACD is crossing to the long side, or enter as it breaks out, and enter on the retest. And then yeah, rules for exiting my setup. 1, I gotta use a combination of exit strategies for my breakouts. 1, setting whole number targets, which you've seen today in the morning. I basically set my whole dollar target, which was 120. I exited most of my position there, and then I exited the other 5% position at the 130 whole number breakout. And then I could do setting whole number targets or exiting if the price breaks below the moving average. And then just moving my stop loss more up so I could avoid losing. And then selling in pieces of 1/4 or halves. Yeah, I just gotta redefine my strategy, gotta make it more better. I do have 7 months of trading the market every single day, and it's a learning curve. And I know I still got way more to learn. I'm a beginner. I'm not saying that I'm a guru or nothing, but I just want to document my journey because, well, I'm just studying every single day because I want to be the best trader ever. Not the best trader ever, but I just want to be the best trader that I could become. And basically that's about it. But yeah, guys, we're up $7.10 in the day. We're honestly, the whole point of this is just to build my confidence back up because we are down in the whole month, and just taking these small basics, not getting overconfident, and us as well not getting fearful. And honestly, yesterday's video, I was just mad. I was just pouting, to be honest. I do believe my strategy, and my strategy works because I made money on it before. Even when the market is really hot, when the market is really down, I made money in my dollar breakouts, and it's what works for me. It's what I'm comfortable trading, and basically it's my personality. But yeah, I'm gonna try and master dollar breakouts, and I'm gonna just focus on dollar breakouts. And once I master it, I'm gonna basically try other strategies, because sometimes it's really hard to get a dollar breakout. I'll get it like probably 2 or 3 times a week, but I'm gonna just thug it out and stick with that strategy. But yeah, guys, we are up today. And one more thing, I need to become better at basically handling my losers. Like yesterday, I was not able to handle my loser. I was not going to walk away being down on the day, but it's something that I basically learned from yesterday, because the same way that I made money today, whether it's a loss or a green day, I just need to be happy and basically take what the market gives me. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the live trade recap. And well, as always, subscribe, like, leave a comment, give me your opinions, give me what basically, if you notice I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something right, please comment down below in the comments. And yeah, that's about it. Established Wisdom out.